I'm Matt with the National Weather Service Chicago office. It's 7 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, March 23rd. Thank you for joining me for this multimedia weather briefing. I want to take the next few minutes to bring you up to date on the latest forecast information concerning Sunday and Sunday night's late season winter weather event. A winter storm will begin impacting the Central Plains today, and this will shift eastward towards our area tonight and begin to impact parts of northern Illinois and northwest Indiana very late tonight, and more so into the day Sunday and Sunday night. It is likely that much of the area along and south of I-80 will see 3+ inches of snow, and those amounts will increase even further as you progress south from there. And there may even be times of heavy snowfall rates in these areas. As you get south of the Kankakee River, the snowfall accumulations are expected to be the highest in our forecast area, and those amounts very well could exceed 6 inches and possibly near even 10 inches. A winter storm watch is in effect for Livingston, Ford, Iroquois, Newton, Jasper, and Benton counties for Sunday and Sunday night. As for areas north of the watch, including the Chicagoland area, uncertainty remains fairly high on snowfall amounts, as there is expected to be a fairly tight gradient in the amount of snow. Here is a look at this morning's satellite. There are two weather systems that we are watching off to our west, and these actually will move together and merge by early Sunday morning, and as they do that, they will deepen the surface low pressure and really enhance the potential for snowfall across the region, especially for so late in March. The system will be bringing up a lot of Gulf moisture and eastern Pacific moisture to help make for efficient snowfall. Here is a look at forecast weather maps. This is for Sunday morning early. Again, as these upper level low pressures merge, precipitation is expected to expand rapidly across the mid-Mississippi River Valley and towards northern Illinois by daybreak Sunday. There may be some light snow by this point already reaching as far northeast as Chicago, but in general it's expected to be light at first during the early to mid-morning hours on Sunday. But by late morning into the afternoon, as the low pressure deepens and moves up the Ohio River Valley, precipitation is expected to pick up in intensity, especially across areas of central and east central Illinois and into northwest Indiana. Again, as mentioned earlier, there's expected to be a tight gradient in snowfall amounts across northern Illinois and far northwest Indiana, as depicted in this map. By Monday morning, the low pressure will have moved well east of the area. However, there still will be lingering effects. There will still be breezy northerly winds and the potential for snow showers. The snow shower chance will also be enhanced possibly off Lake Michigan, as the northerly winds will be steering cold air down the lake and may aid in snow shower development for portions of southern Cook County and northwest Indiana. Here's a look at the probability of exceeding 2 inches of snowfall. These amounts are high across, of course, central Illinois and up into our area, and then exceeding 4 inches of snow. Again, areas south of Interstate 80 have probabilities in excess of 50%. And then we talk about exceeding a half foot of snow. The probabilities are highest along and south of U.S. Highway 24. Here's a look at the local forecast storm total snowfall. Again, the highest totals in the winter storm watch area, generally Pontiac to Rensselaer and southward. Again, 3 to 4 inches or greater south of the Interstate 80 corridor, and then amounts are expected to taper to the north of there, and may taper fairly quickly, where some areas near the Wisconsin state line and northern parts of Chicago and the city of Rockford see hardly anything. But that uncertainty still remains, and just a subtle shift in the storm center path will lead to a great change in snowfall amounts for this area in northern Illinois. But no matter what, it's looking like areas along and south again of Highway 24, Pontiac to Rensselaer and southward, should see a good amount of snow, including periods of heavy snowfall rates. on Sunday and Sunday night. For more information, make sure to follow our website, weather.gov/Chicago. Also on our website, we are featuring a news headline that talks about late season snowfall climatology. Just how frequent is this, and what are some of the characteristics of late season heavy snowfall events? And for more information on our webpage, if you enter your city or zip code, you can get the detailed point-and-click forecast. And if you were to scroll down on that page, you can click on the hourly weather graph there and get detailed hourly forecast information for everything from chance of snow down to amount of snow to sky cover to temperature. And this is always available on our webpage, especially helpful during impacting weather. So in summary, snow is expected to spread northeast late tonight across part of the area and into Sunday morning. The times of more appreciable snowfall accumulation are really expected to be Sunday afternoon into the early to mid-evening. The most favored area for accumulation of several inches or more is, again, along and south of that Interstate 80 corridor with 6+ inches possible from Pontiac to Rensselaer. There may be some lake enhancement possible, but more so it could extend the snowfall accumulations in mainly northwest Indiana during the day Monday. Winds of 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting to 35 miles per hour, could create blowing and drifting snow, especially again in that winter storm watch area. These winds will be caused by the deepening of the low pressure system. A winter storm watch remains in effect for Sunday and Sunday night for areas mainly along and south of the Kankakee River Valley. It's 7 a.m. on Saturday, March 23rd. Thank you for joining me for this multimedia weather briefing. Forecast information could change later on today, so be sure to check back to our website, weather.gov/Chicago, for the latest forecast information. And as always, be sure to stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, as well as our local media partners and our social media pages, such as Facebook and Twitter, for any updates on watches, warnings, or advisories that may be issued.